friends. How are you doing today? I am doing well. It's a sunny day, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, but I'm feeling a little. You ever wake up and you have like this little confusion going on in your head, like a little heaviness? You know what I mean? Like maybe allergies, maybe something going on where you're like here, but you're not here. You're a little bit off. I don't know.
Come on, take the ticket. I'm busy here. Come on, take the ticket. Take it. Take the ticket.
I need this, right?
I'll remember your face.
So anyway, I got some stuff I picked up this week, and I also have some mail that I need to open, and I'm going to do that right now. Well, let's start with the mail because I have no idea what it is, and we'll see. It came in a package, and it's coming from Zimrock, Connecticut. All right. Let's see what comes from Zimrock, Connecticut. What did I order that came in? It's a Blu-ray, and it is a copy of... Oh, yeah! All right. Here we go. Short Circuit and Short Circuit 2. This is out of print. This is going for a little bit online and a little hard to find. You get both. I hope they're separate. Yes. You get both Short Circuit and Short Circuit 2 in this double feature set, which was made by RLJ. Oh, I never even heard of that company. Okay, RLJ. I saw that. So this is the deal. Okay, the other night I'm sitting in front of this Chinese restaurant. My wife goes in to go get the food. I'm sitting there. It takes a little while for the food to come out. I'm going through my phone. I'm looking for different things. And I'm like, you know what? I got Short Circuit on DVD. And I haven't seen Short Circuit in a long time. But you know what? I want to see Short Circuit.
Malfunction. Need input.
Okay, now I know what you're saying. You got it on DVD. Why is that not good enough? But then as I'm going through looking for Short Circuit, this pops up. And I realize that it's out of print. And I mean, they're very, very scarce. This is a very scarce. I mean, it wasn't going for a ton of money, but it was a very scarce title to find. Like, if I went on eBay and searched for this double feature thing, there was literally 2 on the whole thing. And then I checked the other websites I checked, and nothing was coming up. So I was like, okay, well, this is different, you know. And the guy had to make me an offer. So he wanted, you ready for it? He wanted $45 for this Blu-ray.
No disassemble.
$45. So this is my thought process. This is how my head works, okay? $45. All right, so that's $22.50 per movie. That's my original thought. So I'm like, do I want to pay $22.50 to see Short Circuit, and then $22.50 to see Short Circuit 2? Is that math right? $22.50, $22.50, $25. Yes. Okay, good. All right. I'm like, no, that's too high. I want. What would I pay to see Short Circuit and Short Circuit 2? Now I'm thinking $15 per movie. I'll pay $15 per movie. The going rate for a movie nowadays on DVD is about $14.99. If you're going to Walmart, about $20 for a Blu-ray. This is a Blu-ray, but and it's scarce and out of print, and you can't find it anywhere. So maybe I should make them that offer of $30. I'll make you an offer of $30. So, sitting in the car, the wife comes in and gets in the car. We take off. We start driving home. And I get home. And by the time I get home, I get this email, offer accepted, $30. I'm like, $30? 2 movies out of print, scarce. Haven't seen this title in this format, in Blu-ray. And you know what? To be honest with you, these are fun movies. Come on. If you've seen Short Circuit, these are fun. Why am I not watching Short Circuit more often? I don't even think I've ever watched these with my kids. Why haven't I watched Short Circuit with my kids? This is stuff that I saw in a movie theater. This is stuff that I saw in a drive-in. These are fun, funny, relaxing. You got a young Steve Guttenberg in part 1. I mean, who doesn't love Steve Guttenberg? Police Academy. Come on. This is great. Ali Sheedy's in part 1. And then you got part 2, which I personally thought part 2 was even better than part 1. Part 1 tells you this elaborate story about, you know, how the robot becomes alive. Johnny Five's alive. You know how it tells you the story. But then part 2, he's being shipped to his friend, and he's trying to help this friend run this business. And meanwhile, you got all of these guys that are there's a lot of stuff. I don't want to give too much away. If you're not seeing Short Circuit 2, you got to see Short Circuit 1. You got to see Short Circuit 2. They're about the robot. It's all about the robot, and you will fall in love with this robot. This was a great 80s movie, and I could not pay this money well spent. That's all I got to say. Money well spent. Other people might not think so. The wife probably won't think so, but I think so. And that's if I can make it slide under the radar, she don't really know I spent $30 on that thing, and she doesn't watch my videos anyway. So, good deal. All right, next thing I got a box. Now getting a box always concerns me. So getting a box either means that this might not be a Blu-ray or DVD, and then I will just fast forward past this and we'll call it a day, and or it means whoever shipped this to me went out of their way to package this thing ridiculously. Show you with the box. What was in the box? I don't understand. Sometimes I get big boxes that are filled with like poppies and poppies. Poppies will make you sleep. What do you call them? Pop. Wow. What? Wow. This is not good. This is, they're filled. You know what I'm talking about. Listen, you know what I know what I'm talking about. But I don't know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Poppers. They're not poppers. Poppers are the things you throw on the ground. They're, wow. You get them in a roll. So I need a roll to ship my stuff. I need a roll of, forget it. All right, so this is how they ship this one. Okay, we got newspaper. All right, so we literally got a box full of newspaper. Okay, box of newspaper and a Blu-ray. And in the Blu-ray is Being John Malkovich Criterion Collection. Yes, it's a Criterion. Know what that meant? That meant that I paid a lot of money for it. No, that's not true. No, see, I wanted this movie for a while. I have never seen Being John Malkovich, but it has John Cusack in it, and I do love me some John Cusack, and it's got some John Malkovich in it, and I do love me some John Malkovich. I think they are interesting characters. John Malkovich is an interesting dude. You know what I mean? And John Cusack is probably one of my favorite go-to actors to watch a movie that I enjoy. So I have not seen this, but supposedly the story is the John Cusack character finds this little door in his office, and when he opens up the door, it's the door into John Malkovich's head. You become John Malkovich. What a concept. I don't even know, but it is a Criterion, so of course you get the Criterion treatment. You get a whole bunch of extra stuff, so I can know everything I need to know, and as always, because the Criterions are sold at the Barnes & Noble and Amazon, but you get a book inside, because Barnes & Noble deals with books, so why not put a book in with your Blu-rays or whatever? So this is the deal with this. I've been wanting to get this for a while. Prices have been fluctuating, going up and down, up and down. It is out of print. If you go to the Barnes & Noble, you're going to pay $45 to $35 for this thing, unless they have their half-off sale, which I think they're in a half-off sale. They jack the prices up to like $60 or whatever, and they sell them to you for the price that they want to sell them to anyway. I see a lot of people on YouTube going for that big half-off sale, and you're still spending a ton of money for stuff that I don't think is worth it. This is not worth $35, $40. I don't feel personally. I mean, I love Criterions. I love what they do, but I don't want to dish out that kind of money. So I searched, and I sent a guy an offer on Macari. He didn't like my offer. He turned the offer down. I'm like, oh, well, whatever. But you know what? You know what the funny thing is about this? This is the way my mind works. After somebody turns me down for an offer, let's say on a Macari or an eBay, I watch the item. I keep watching it, and I'm like, you should have took that money I offered, because it's not selling. You're not selling it, and I offered you a good sum, but you didn't take it. You know what I mean? Or sometimes I feel bad for the person. You know, it depends how I feel. You know, I'm a human being. I get these thoughts and ideas and stuff. But guy said no, Macari. eBay had one. Guy wanted an offer. I thought this was worth personally $20. That's what I said. I sent him the offer for $20. He took the offer for $20. The guy at Macari wanted $35 for it. That made no sense to me because he wanted another $3.40 for shipping. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pay $35 plus the $3.40. It's not panning out. Doesn't make any sense. Especially since I've never seen the movie before. Especially since I don't know if it's something I'm gonna watch over and over again. More than likely, this is a movie I'm gonna watch once. Maybe I'll throw it in again on a Sunday afternoon or whatever. Depends. It depends. So, being John Malkovich, Criterion Collection, yes. Now, these are movies that came in yesterday, and I opened them up. Why? Because I couldn't wait. I opened them up. I put them in plastic. All my movies I put in plastic to protect the covers, and because I'm OCD. I got an OCD problem. So as soon as the movies come in, I scan them in and put them in my library so I don't rebuy them because as I'm getting older, I'm starting to forget things and I'm buying duplicates of things because I'm losing my mind a little bit. So now I have to catalog everything. So as soon as it comes in, I catalog it right away, put it in a plastic bag, and put it on in the section where it should be. So the next movie that came in was this movie called Sorceress. I know nothing about this movie. Why did I buy it? Because it has, wait a minute, let me see. Wow. It's funny that I had to look at the front to remember who it has because this has been I started collecting Linda Blair movies. Yes, she wasn't in Just the Exorcist, okay? I found out that she wasn't in Just the Exorcist. She's been in a lot of these low-budget, B-line movies that, believe it or not, they're usually either set in prisons or they're so far-fetched, but they're B-movies, but they're good quality B-movies. These are movies that you would put on at 12 o'clock at night when everybody's sleeping and just watch the movie and wait to fall asleep. That's gonna sum up the end of Linda Blair's career. You know, unless you're talking about Repossessed. Repossessed was a funny, good movie that I really enjoyed. But and The Exorcist, of course, was The Exorcist. You know what I mean? But she started doing other movies as she got older, and a lot of people did not know what they were. They kind of flew under the radar. But I enjoy some of them. But I have not seen this one, and it was on the list of movies that she was in. And it's a movie called Sorceress. I'm guessing it's a horror, probably not a scary horror movie. That's what I would probably say. And the next one was another Linda Blair movie, and this is It's called Savage Streets. Now this one I have not seen it yet either, but I did YouTube the theatrical trailer, and it looks good. It reminds me a lot of an 80s, the girl gets attacked, and then she strikes vengeance on the person that attacked her type movie. That's pretty much what I gotta say about that. Now, this movie has been out of print, and then it got re-released. The price of this was a little bit high, but then I had it in my cart, and I waited and waited and waited, and for the price to drop, I paid $18 for this thing, and it has alternate covers on the inside, but it does not have a slipcase. You slipcase lovers, I'm sorry, I did not get the cardboard. If I would have got the cardboard, it probably would have cost me $60. $60 for a piece of cardboard makes no sense to me. But if you guys love that kind of stuff, then hey, you do you. But Savage Streets starring Linda Blair. Next movie was a movie factory sealed I ordered, Zombie High. And this one stars, what? They're not going to put her on the cover. Okay. Virginia Madison from Candyman. She's from Candyman, yes. Virginia Madison. And I watched it. I have not seen this movie yet either. I have not seen it yet. Like I said, this is like I said, I don't think I even said that, so it's not like I said. I haven't seen this movie yet. But it's Zombie High. I mean, I don't think I have to sum it up more than that. It's going to be a zombie movie about a high school. A high school zombie movie. You put them together, you got this movie, and I'll be watching it. I don't know too much, except it's a Scream Factory. I collect Scream Factories. It was one on my list. I was scanning through the new Scream Factories. I go on eBay and I put in Scream Factories and I put down newest listed. And this came up for $14 and change. And I'm like, I'm going to buy it, $14 and change. But then I'm like, no, I'm going to type in Zombie High and see if there's other people selling this Zombie High. Not just the new sellers, but sellers that have been selling it for a while. And there was this copy, for sale for $10. At $9 and change, free shipping. So I was like, why have I waited? The movie's probably terrible. There was another movie, I think, called... there's like a werewolf movie I got too that was a Scream Factory. And I'm like, okay, it's a Scream Factory. I got to get it. But it was absolutely terrible. It was another high one, too. Werewolf High or some kind of high. I can't remember. Anyway, so this is probably not the greatest movie in the world. The reason that the price dropped, but I always worry about Screen Factory because they go out of print. They go out of print pretty fast. I mean, they'll probably keep them for about 6 months, sometimes a year, you know, in their stock thing, and then all of a sudden you start to see them. It's all in color, and then it goes white, meaning and it says out of stock. You know what I mean? So this is one that probably will go out of print, and I figured I'd grab it. Now it's $10. I mean, that's you got to strike when the iron is hot. All right, and the last pickup I got. And maybe you can help me along with this one. Is a movie. It's a Screen Factory release of King Kong. Now this is not the new King Kong. This is King Kong from, come on, Screen Factory, don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm looking. 1976. 1976. Okay, that's exactly what it was. And, okay, so this is King Kong. It's King Kong. This is a King Kong prior to the Peter Jackson King Kong. This was King Kong after the black and white King Kong. Was it black and white? Was it color? I don't know. It was old. This is the mid King Kong. And it's also the debut of, what's her name? Jessica Lange. Okay, if you're a Jessica Lange fan. I did not really, okay, the Peter Jackson King Kong, I was like, all right. You know, it was all right. My daughter cried at the end. She cried like a little baby when King Kong falls off the building. And, you know, I'm not giving anything away. King Kong's been around since, obviously, before 1976 or whatever, but, 78, was it 76, 78? Here we go again, 76. So, I'm not giving anything away. The Peter Jackson one, same thing, falls, you know, then they bring him back again to fight Godzilla. I don't know what the deal is, but Screen Factory decided they were going to release this. My guess is that they're kind of cashing in on the big Peter Jackson King Kong versus Godzilla thing, and they're like, hey, let me release a copy of King Kong for people. And hey, it worked, because I bought this brand new factory sale with its slipcase, and it does come with some bonus features, which we absolutely love, from Screen Factory. And I've never seen it before. I've never seen this version of King Kong. The Peter Jackson one was good, but it was long. I found it to be, my attention span is not that good. I mean, I'm not TikTok attention span, if you know what I'm talking about, like 10 seconds or whatever. But a 3-hour movie about King Kong, I don't know. How long is this one? This one's, okay. Wow, okay. Is it going to tell me? No. I love when I do this, because I know that while I'm looking at this thing, 182 minutes. 60, 60, 120. Wow, it's over 2 hours long. Okay, so it's over 2 hours long. 60, 60, 120. Yeah, okay. It's King Kong. I'm probably going to watch it. And with that said, why the dramatic pause? Oh, you know what? I'm taping myself here. Like, I'm recording myself here. But you know, there's stuff going on in my head. And sometimes I don't realize that I pause, and okay, literally, you ever played a game Breakout where you get the ball, it's like, bing, bing, and it's hitting the little things in it? When I just paused just now, that's what I was just thinking. I have no idea why. I don't know what that has to do with, if anything, I should be thinking of like Rampage or something if I'm talking about King Kong. But for some reason, I had Breakout going on in my head. And while I'm talking to you, I pause, I stop, I look to the side, and I can see the ball ding, and breaking out. What is that? I don't even know what that was. Anyway, with that said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I post a lot. Ring the bell if you want to be notified. And I will see you later.